Hello there, welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. We are once again qualified first and second, and I was planning to make a qualifying video out of it, but I didn't hit the record button. That's a shame. So we'll be doing the qualifying video for after this, but that'll be its own video. I don't know why I'm going off on that tangent, my apologies. Let's get into the race. So we'll be doing a two-stopper, as we usually do. We have qualified in front of the grid, so we should be able to gain some... a sizable gap, which is our main strategy at this point. And with that gap, we will be trying to, well, win the Grand Prix. So let's get started.
Brace yourselves for the Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Lights out and away we go. And it looks like we got a decent start for both of our drivers. Looks pretty okay. Verstappen is getting left behind, as we expected, and we have already established a gap. So this gap is over a second. Let's just go... Sorry, that's not what we wanted to do. Let's go neutral. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons here. There we go. So because I manhandled the button, Duhan got left behind a little bit. But we do have that gap. It's 3 seconds down to Verstappen now on lap 3. So we are going to conserve a little bit of fuel, and we're just going to allow our drivers to go. And they'll probably do this overtaking dance until the end of the race, and we are perfectly happy with that, because that means they will gain skill. And again, 7 seconds, 8 seconds.
Fastest lap.
It's just going to keep on growing.
Copy.
Now, as you can see here, we are getting a bit of extra fuel to play with, so let's go ahead and burn it. And our tyres are looking good for our strategy, which is, again, the two-stopper.
That was a stonking lap.
Copy.
Yuan has gotten a little bit left behind. Let's go conserve, harvest. So he'll be allowed to catch up, because, again, we are also still trying to level our drivers and get them as highly rated as we can. We've entered the pit window, but we still don't want to pit. We want to get as much out of these as we can.
Doing very good. Lap time are good.
We have already a pit window on the rest of the field, so things are definitely looking good. We're going to pit Duhan this lap for the hards, and we're going to be pitting... this is an interesting screen. We're going to be pitting Piastri with a delay, so that he pits a lap after. He has a little bit more to go on his tyres, so it should be alright. There we go. Duhan's pit stop, 2.7. Pretty good. Here we go with Piastri's stop, which is 2.5. Or 2.488. We round it up here. So we still have some time on the other medium runners. They aren't burning their tires as aggressively as we do. But we are still over a pit stop now ahead of them. So I think the AI needs a little bit more flexibility. Again, we do have a good car, but the AI doesn't seem to be flexible in going for, you know, attack-minded strategies. And they seem to just be running the race mainly on standard everything, which gives you options to, you know, try and make these aggressive strategies work. They're going to be very difficult if you're a backmarket team due to getting stuck behind other cars, but if you have decent overtaking potential in your car, you'll be good. Now we are starting to get up to the back markers, first with Albon. So this could, again, detach our two drivers from each other. Duhan seems to struggle with overtaking Piastri right now, so we'll have to see. And as soon as I say that, he proves me wrong. Gasly up in third, though. That's an interesting one, but that's because he hadn't actually pitted yet. Still impressive. Don't get me wrong. Nice Leclerc. Perez. Looks good still. Duhan has actually gotten left behind a bit. I'm not paying too much attention. Pit window is also going to open very soon, so we're gonna have Piastri here do a little bit of conservation to allow Duhan to catch up.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
There we are. And we'll go straight back on the attack. So we'll probably be pitting here an early pit stop, and we'll probably have to go down to standard, just so that we don't burn those mediums a bit too quick. We'll still be okay, more than okay actually. So let's get Piastri ready for his pit stop too, onto the mediums, and then we'll change driving style once they're done. 2.6, pretty alright pit stop. And as I said, we'll be changing the driving style here to standard, and just try and keep those tires alive for a little bit longer. We have already pitted, so I don't know why we're getting told that this is the optimal stop for the strategy. But yeah, should be good. Again, we're just going to run standard to make sure that these tires last to the end. We don't want to have a accidental puncture, for instance, and ruin our race. We don't need to risk it. So let us run towards the end. Things are looking good. It's going a little bit too well, actually. No real incidents as far as I can see. So what I'm thinking we'll do here is allow both our drivers to harvest for a couple of laps, and then we'll try and push for fastest lap on the final one. That should be alright. We probably won't be able to get the fastest lap though, just because of the amount of people in front of us. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Piastri has detached Duhan a bit, but that's fine. It's just a couple of laps left here. This is actually the run into the final lap. We're going to go attack, we're going to go deploy, and we're going to do the same here for Duhan, which should be fine.
The final lap, you're opening your final lap.
We could also get accidents from doing this, but I feel like going for the fastest lap is worth it. So there we are.
Check it flag. Check it flag.
Hamilton up in third though. That's impressive in its own right. Mercedes is making a comeback. Hamilton podium. Then the Ferraris, then the Red Bulls. Really good.
A wonderful result here for the Williams driver. A very impressive showing today for Williams.
Indeed.
This was an extremely convincing.
An extremely convincing performance indeed. But yeah, Hamilton had a great race up into third. Climbed 4 positions. Verstappen had a mare. He lost 4 positions. Gasly did very well in the Alfa Romeo. Ricciardo managed to get into the points. Norris also did well. Schumacher, Tsunoda climbed the spots but didn't make anything out of it really. Bottas is having a bad side of McLaren by the looks of things, but yeah, pretty good all things considered. Piastri managed to get fastest lap of the race, and yeah, things were looking pretty good. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye-bye.